AS Level Biology 9700, Paper 2, Variant 2, May, June 2025. The third video on question number 3. So, carrots are root vegetables of the carrot plant. The carrot plant is an important food crop that is grown throughout the world. Carrots have a sweet taste because sugars form a proportion of the total carbohydrate present. Plant breeding has produced many different varieties of carrot with different levels of sweetness. Or one of the sugars found in carrot is galactose. Galactose has the same molecular formula C6H12O6 as alpha glucose, shows the molecular structure of galactose found in carrots. This is similar but not identical to the molecular structure of the alpha glucose. So 6 carbon atoms are 1 to 6. So here you can see the and you know that the alpha, I would like to draw that. So this is the alpha glucose. Now state the differences between the molecular structure of galactose shown in figure 3.1 and the molecular structure of the glucose. Here you can see the first difference in the arrangement of OH molecule at the carbon number 1. So you can see at the carbon number 1, the OH group is on the in the upward direction and it is in the downward direction. So they have same molecular formula C6H12, but you can see the hydroxyl group is positioned above the plane of the ring, and I would like to write it with the hydros. The first difference is the hydroxyl OH group is positioned above the plane of ring. And in glucose, alpha glucose, it is below the plane. So this is the first big difference. And below and then the all other hydroxyl groups, as for example, carbon 2, carbon 3, and carbon 5, and the uh, group 2, group 1, 5 are in the same relative positions for both alpha galactose and the alpha glucose. All they are, you can say, same, only the presence of this and this. It is different. So moving towards the next part of the question, that is B. An investigation was carried out to determine the sugar contents of mature carrots produced by different local varieties of the carrot plants that are grown in Tunisia, North Africa. Carrot plants were grown from seed under standardized conditions. When mature, the carrots were harvested The different sugar present in the carrots were identified. Measurements of sugar contents for each of the sugar were made. So they made a table, and in table we will discuss this table. According to this table, they have made three conclusions. There are non-reducing and reducing sugars in the carrots. So this is the first conclusion which they have made. That is they are true. That is in the table, non-reducing and reducing sugars are present. Fructose, galactose, glucose, all they are the reducing sugars, and sucrose is non-reducing sugar. Second conclusion is there is monosaccharide and disaccharide sugar in the carrot. So reducing sugars are monosaccharide and non-reducing sugar is disaccharide, which is sucrose. The carrots have the same pattern of results. Yes, they have they have the same pattern of results. As for example, the highest percentage of reducing sugar is in fructose. Then on second is glucose. At third number is sucrose, and then it is fructose, and this conclusion is all in this table. So on the next page, I'm going to write this conclusion which I have discussed with you. The first conclusion that the both reducing and non-reducing sugars are there. So according to the first conclusion, the table shows sucrose, a non-reducing sugar. Fructose, glucose, and galactose are reducing sugars. And conclusion two is there are monosaccharides and disaccharide sugars in the carrot. Yes, this is true. Sucrose is disaccharide. Whereas glucose, fructose, and galactose are monosaccharides. And conclusion three, the carrots have the same pattern of results. That is, yes, this is true from A to E, the same pattern. That is the highest percentage from highest to lowest. That is the highest will be fructose. Fructose to glucose. Instead of arrows, I should make the sign for glucose. Yes. Fructose has highest, then glucose, and glucose has highest, then sucrose, and sucrose has highest, then galactose. So these are the three conclusions. Next is Next part is C. The carbohydrates that are not sugars are also present in carrots. They are not sugars, but they are present. So the carbohydrates which are not sugar, it means they are the polysaccharides. Polysaccharides means starch. So it means starch is also there in the carrots. Uh, as for example, starch or cellulose. So they are not the sugars. They are polysaccharides. Next question is, each carrot plant produces a carrot in the first year of growth. If the carrot is not removed from the plant after it matures, the plant passes through a dormant period and shoots develop from the carrot in the second year of growth. This allows flowers to be produced and seed formation to occur before the plant dies. Explain with the reference to the life cycle of the carrot plant when the carrot act as a source and when the root act as a sink. So, the carrot act as a sink during the first year of growth and the source, the leaves, when there is, you can say, the process of photosynthesis takes place. When the carrot start germination, the foliage leaf appeared. So, in the foliage leaves, what happens? Uh, that is the process of photosynthesis takes place. So the carrot acts as a source during the second year of growth, and the first year of growth it acts as a sink. So first of all, I would like to write over here the source. Photosynthesis takes place, which produce carbohydrates, which are broken down, and these carbohydrates are stored and they are broken down. And so in this way, they it acts as a source during the second year of growth. And secondly, the sink, the sink is the main site for the non-photosynthetic storage and growth of the plant in the taproot. So sugar produced in the leaves are actively transported via the phloem to the roots where they are converted into storage carbohydrates like starch and sucrose. So for growth, carrot act as a root. So the energy is directed towards the rapid rapid growth of the new flower stalk, flowers, and subsequently the developing seeds. So these new actively growing non-photosynthetic parts are the sinks. Hence, are seen during the first year of growth. Sugars produced in the leaves are actively transported via the phloem to the root, where they are converted into where they are converted into storage carbohydrates. So next question is, which is part E, and part E is carrot virus Y is a pathogen of carrot plants. Pathogen. What is pathogen? Disease causing agent. So this is a virus Y, pathogen of carrot plant. So the virus which belongs to a group known as polyvirus replicates its viral nucleic acid and protein within host carrot cells. The general structure of polyviruses is shown in figure 3.2. So the synthesis, you can see the capsid is outside, a single strand RNA is there. So synthesis of viral protein is host carrot cells only involves the process of translation. The process of transcription does not occur. Suggest why translation occurs in host carrot cells during the synthesis of viral proteins, but transcription does not occur. So what is transcription? The first step in the process of protein synthesis is transcription when there is formation of messenger RNA. And the DNA molecule act as a template. But here in this case, you can see the single strand of RNA is there, which will act as a messenger RNA. So there is no need for transcription. So translation will occur over here in this case. So I would like to write the answer. The general structure of shows a single strand of DNA is there. Single strand of RNA and a protein capsid. Capsid, cover the synthesis of viral proteins in the host involves only translation. In the host involves relation because the viral RNA acts directly as messenger RNA. Means its base sequence is equivalent to messenger RNA. So transcription is not necessary. The viral RNA can be directly recognized by the host cells ribosomes. It can translated it can be translated immediately into a polypeptide. So it was all about question number 3. Please like, share and subscribe my channel to watch more videos. Thanks for watching.